If you're really into apples, or you're really into cherry soda, it might be time for a grand illusion. Today on Secondhand Noobs, I try to look at things positively. So for apples, give one to the teacher. That's positive. The apple in your eye. That's positive. So I can't understand the negative about giving somebody an apple. Why is this a negative thing? It's actually fairly easy to understand. But first you have to go back to the Shelby Caves in northern France. Oh wow, that's a leap. Yeah, 30,000 BC. But I digress. Now, I think common sense tells us that at some point in time, we went from a subjective observational experience to an objective subjective experience. And this is what, to me, the caves represent, is they show that in 30,000 to 32,000 BCE, somebody was putting objective reality on cave walls. Now, I think they knew that well before 30,000 BC, but you gotta start somewhere. Believe it or not, I was really into cave walls back in the day. One of the most important classes in my life was a study in ancient art from way back. And also just the amount of information available, which is what really causes a lot of conflict with people these days, because some people just like to talk past each other, kind of like statue to statue. Well, that's what I'm working on here. Just to take it all the way back, 30,000 BC, that has a way of expanding the mind, if you want to think about it, because that's what they were doing. It wasn't a high level of attainment, but they were working at it. And that's what we have to do, is they succeeded because they evolved and learned more about themselves and a reality that they were projecting. And that takes us to the 20th century and the Three Kings. But I'm not going to get into that today because the psychological ramifications are just too massive. So my goal here at Secondhand Noobs, please like and subscribe, is to throw myself out there 32, 35, 40,000 years in the past to give us a real blank slate to work with, and then we bring it back into the very fundamental concept that I was trying to bring into focus: the cherry soda. But what it is, it actually has something to do with the Gospel of Thomas and a really quick logi when you make the two into one. That's part of it. That's not all of it. You can look it up, but that's part of the point, is that time, that space, can belong to you right here and right now. It's called spiritual empathy. Okay? And with that, you can go anywhere in the universe using your imagination, which is the whole point. To bring it into a 21st century view, a zoom into just how somebody would feel sitting in a cave, 30,000 years ago. You got to have a little empathy. I certainly do. Where's the toilet paper? Well, it's in the works.